Hi. Okay, so I'm back. My last two videos cut off at the end. I don't know what keeps happening. So I'm not getting that. I just have a minute. So, how annoying. So, what I was talking about before, I want to finish up two things. I wanted to finish up in terms of what's happening in the world right now. Just as I was finishing, I was just going to start up. I'm so annoyed. But I'm not starting over. I was just going to start talking about the connections I've made with the Bible and what's been said. So specifically, Matthew, the Revelations has a lot of details, but specifically Matthew 24, that's titled The End of Times. And this is what God says. These are the words out of God's mouth. He says, "Watch out that no one deceives you. Many will come in my name, claiming I am the Christ." Not quite sure if that's happened yet, but this next part sure is, as of yesterday. You will hear of wars and talk of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen. But the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom will rise against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Birth pains meaning the prelude to Jesus making his second appearance, which is quite exciting to think about. Who knows who'll be around, but hopefully I get to see him and at least hear stories. Or how exciting would that be to be around when that happened? And to think I didn't even believe in Jesus a couple months ago. Not that I didn't believe in him, I just didn't know the beauty of him. This next section of Matthew 24, that chapter, is called the day and hour unknown. No one knows, and this again is God's words, no one knows the day and hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be the coming of man. Therefore, keep watch, because you don't know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, and this is why I love the Bible. I think I was quite intimidated by it before. Every time I read it, I ended up putting it down. But this time around, I've really fell in love with the Bible because I do understand the importance of it, and I realize that the words that are in it are really God's words and Jesus' words and the real stories of what happened. So what I love also about the Bible is the fact that it is quite intimidating. I think the version I have, it explains things really well. And what I do love about the Bible in general is that it really explains things. It kind of even over-explains things. It'll make a point, or God will make a point, and he'll say it in 6 different ways, all kinds of ways, so that it's not misinterpreted. There's no space for that. So, in response to what I just said, or what God just said, he gives an example. He says, but understand this, if the owner of the house knew what hour of the night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have allowed his house to be broken into. So you must be ready. The Bible really has some cool stories, and a lot of the stuff that I've read is quite amazing, and it really teaches you how to live your life. Just the kind of the basics, and it's quite awesome. Okay, second, the end of my dream. How annoying, it kept cutting off. I guess it recorded, like, it told me that it recorded for the whole 15 minutes, but it only recorded for 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. I'm chewing this gum like a maniac. It's so good though. Trident in the blue pack. It's really minty, but still kind of cinnamony. Okay, the end of my dream, my mom and I were in the car going up that hill a million times, 5 times, over and over and over. So at the end of the last video, I was saying how when I really think about what really happens to people when car accidents happen, for example, when a car goes off of a cliff, I think about what physically happens to the car, what physically happens to the body to make someone not be able to live through it. So in my dream though, each of these times, and more importantly at the end of the 5th time, all of that part was skipped. I think the messy, scary part, all of that, it was like we fell off the cliff, next second, well, I could tell it was a few moments after, but there was such a sense of relief, and it was just, the feeling I had was so amazing. So the sense of relief was even was so much more than it would have been just normally, because in my dream, in the months prior to my mom and I being in that car, there was a sense in our community, I don't know if it was just our country or the world or what, but there was a huge sense of something horrible is going to happen. Everybody was really anxious and on edge and scared to go to sleep, scared to wake up the next day, just in a state of fear, which really was so not the way to live. It was really extreme, quite extreme. And so when the sense of, oh wow, we're dead now, we're not really around on earth, the sense of relief was great to be with God now and to be in that amazing space, unlike anything on earth. The relief of not having to go through the situation that those that are left on earth are going to have to go through. So within the unconsciousness of it, there was a very conscious part of it. And okay, that's pretty much it. My birthday is in a couple days on Monday, and I'm having my besties over. So I've got to go finish cleaning and cooking and making dinner for them. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.